If you guys don't know, recently Resident Evil Requiem dropped, and can I say it by far the most I have seen of it, it is a fantastic game. Some people are even labeling it as one of the best horror games ever made, alongside some of the other Resident Evil games. And you know what? I can't be mad at it. Imagery, jump scares, the tense, the panic, being chased by giant monsters. You can't get no better than that. But the one thing about Resident Evil that not only not made me think isn't really a horror game, it's more of a survival game. I always got the strap on me. You see, Resident Evil to me is more realistic because, you know, if I'm finding out that there's zombie or infected people around trying to bite me, oh yeah, I'm pulling out the switch. Then that got me thinking, what is a horror game that really puts you in a place where you can't fight? You're powerless. You have no hope. It's either you survive or you die. And no game came to my mind faster than Outlast. And oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, after revisiting Outlast, I'll have to say, to this day, it carries the title of the scariest game alive. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Before we do it, let me hit y'all with some context real quick. Outlast, we follow a man called Miles Upshur who gets some information from an inside man about the Mount Massive Asylum, aka the Murkoff Foundation, who is said to be doing experiments on their patients, like putting them through some like psychosis or whatever. I'm not really too sure. So with this newfound information that Miles had, he decides to pull up on the asylum himself with a camera with night vision and is only being carried by AA batteries. Like, come on, Miles, you're a freaking reporter. You can't do nothing more with your money. You decide to get a weak ass camera. But then again, the game did come out in 2013, so we probably didn't have that much advanced cameras by then. But that's besides the point. So to find out information about Murkoff Foundation, he decides to do the one thing one person should never do: break inside the asylum. Not gonna lie, whatever happens to Miles throughout this game, he rightfully deserves. Because why are we breaking and entering right now? And he's gonna find out that he shouldn't have done that when he meets the bodyguard. And by the bodyguard, I mean
little pig.
This man, Chris Walker, or as I like to call him, Big T-Bone. And you'll find out why he's called Big T-Bone later, and it's not the reason you think. Get your mind out the gutter. This man is literally on the cover of the game, which means he is the biggest threat in this game by far. Don't get me wrong. Big T-Bone will hunt you down no matter where you are in the asylum. He will always be there. Why is he there? I don't know. For all he knows, I could still be at the entrance of the building. Why is he down in the prison with me? Like, what are we doing? And what makes it worse is when you're in the sewers and you come into a little, like, I don't know, in space down there. Guess who pops up? Big T-Bone. Out of nowhere. He's just there. Why are you here, man? By far, Chris Walker is definitely top tier when it comes to scariest motherfucker in gaming at all. It's like his footsteps are so heavy, the chains around his wrist literally jingle, so letting you know he is close, he is near, he is coming to get you. And what makes it worse, Big T-Bone ain't even the only threat throughout the asylum. You run into the most craziest motherfuckers in this joint. I mean, it's an insane asylum, so who else is gonna be here but these people? But when you look at these people, they have crazy injuries. Their mouths, their teeth is basically sticking out of their face. This man didn't even have a face. It looked like they skinned him alive and starved him. He was in a wheelchair and jumped out at me. Like, who does that? And it's just the more you look through and play the game, you realize that the place is just so eerie. Like, look at the entrance, look at the outside of the building. Who constructed this? And the inside is just so dirty, moldy, rusty. Like, the whole building is basically run down, filled with nothing but insane people. In one of the sections where you're in the prison, you see a motherfucker literally with shit in his bed, like, bro. And they don't give a damn about it at all. And another scary point about this game, they are not afraid to get gory, get sexual. I'm not even gonna pause that. You find the inmates and other people doing the most craziest shit in this game. Diddy would be proud. And almost everybody in this asylum who has some sort of sense left, they all worship something called the Wall Rider, who is literally a ghost that murks people. And they writing his name out in blood, bro. They speak the Wall Rider like he's Satoru Gojo or something. And while you're in the asylum, there's literally people running around, spouting nonsense, whatever. So you never even know, like, am I in danger? Are you cool? Are you going to attack me? Like, what's going on? There's even a section where you go down in the basement and you meet someone with a stick that keeps whacking you. until you die. And like I said, at first, you can't even defend yourself. You're literally fighting for your ass. Shoot, actually, let me save that line for when we get to the DLC part. And also, there's these two special individuals you meet. Personally, I call them Beavis and Butthead. They literally talk about slicing you up, cutting out your guts, and you even run into them in like 3 separate occasions. And they're naked! They literally have no clothes on. Like, bro, y'all trying to get my video demonetized. But after running away from them, running away from T-Bone, running away from everyone else that wants to harm me, we then run into, can I say, my most hated person in this game.
You made the right choice here, buddy.
You see, Big T-Bone, I don't like him, but I'm more scared of him. But the doctor, I cannot stand him. When I played Outlast, that doctor section was literally the worst part of the game. I hated everything about it. I hate everything about him individually as a person. For one thing, we run into him by also running from our lives yet again from people trying to kill us. When we get into this like little mini elevator or whatever, he pulls us out, straps us to a chair, and you wanna know what this motherfucker does? Cuts off my fingers. He already looked messed up as it is. Why do I have to join the cult? Why do I have to be messed up too? I don't get it. But basically, in order to get away from him, you have to find a key or something, get to an elevator and escape. He goes after you, he tries to get you. Guess what? It's kaplat, he's dead. We don't deal with the doctor no more. Most satisfying death in the game, by the way. Like I said, I hated his ass. So now Miles' only concern right now is getting out of the building. Which honestly, after seeing Big T-Bone in the first section, I would have been left. That door may have been locked from the outside, but I was sure finna get through on the inside, bro. Like, I'm telling you. But as soon as we walk outside, we meet the Wall Rider. This place is literal God himself. Just pulls up on us just to show off. I think he was flexing on me a little bit. I don't really know. As we're venturing outside, guess who pulls up again? Big T-Bone. Like I'm saying, this man will not give me a break. Like, oh my goodness. He is literally despicable.
You're despicable.
After we shake him off, we run into a whole freaking facility underneath the building. Like, Miles, why are we still here? We have everything we need to shut this place down, bro. Why are we still here? So as we're walking through this military facility, you hear an alarm goes off, and guess who's chasing you now? Oh, it's not Big T-Bone, it's the Wall Rider. And he might be out for blood, I don't know. He didn't attack me at first. But as soon as I get cornered, guess who also pulls up again? Big T-Bone, ready to murk my shit. And then the Wall Rider does the most W move of all time and grinds this motherfucker up, bro. Listen, that might not have been as satisfying as watching the doctor get his back crushed, but can I say when I was glad Big T-Bone was gone, I was glad that boy was gone. But then the only problem was him. So as we continue walking around the facility, we run into this man behind a glass wall. I forgot his name, but basically he was saying the Wall Rider's name is Billy and he needs to be stopped. So Miles, for some reason, wanted to do his due diligence and to stop Billy, which means he didn't have to. Like, we already know everything we need to know to shut this entire place down. Why are we still even here? After getting thrown around and freaking mollywop, curve stomp, and hit with a stone cold stunner by Billy, Miles is able to stop him, and Billy is quote unquote no more. So as Miles limps his way to escape to freedom into maybe a nice bed rest when he gets home, you run into the old man in the wheelchair and also some military dudes, and they gun my boy Miles down like he was nothing but a wild animal. And can I say that pissed me off so bad, because you told me I went through all this shit just for this motherfucker to die. So the original story of Outlast is pretty dark, is pretty scary, and also pretty messed up. Rest in peace my boy Miles. Actually, not rest in peace. He was doing too much. He should not have been there in the first place. Now going on to the DLC of Outlast, Whistleblower. We follow a man named Waylon Park, who is actually the dude that sent Miles the information about saying, hey, the Murkoff Foundation do some crazy stuff, pull up with your camera, let's get this place shut down. Unfortunately, the people on the inside found out what Parker was doing and knocked his ass out, and basically made him part of the program, where we met this freaky ass doctor that was literally licking our earlobe. Oh, good old Waylon, it gets worse for him. Run into more killers, run into a cannibal. We try to run to the radio to call 911, but then the man named Jeremy, who knocked him out the first time, pulled up and said, you ain't calling no police, this is not stopping. And then Jeremy called Big T-Bone on me. We're able to escape T-Bone, but we run into a more scarier person. We run into a man named Eddie Glutskin. When I say he is nasty, he is nasty. Basically, this man is lonely. He wants a bride. He sees you. He says, I like that booty. That booty is mine.
If I see a man I like, I tell him like this here. I like you, and I want you. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours. What you want, Tom? What's it gonna be?
He basically wants to make you his freaking wife. And you want to know how serious his was? I'm gonna blur a little bit of this out. But Eddie puts our dude on a saw table and is about to cut a makeshift poom into this man so they can do the hoinky poinky. Like, yo, Eddie needs to be stopped the absolute most, more than anyone else in this game. Luckily, a random patient comes by and stops him. We're able to get off the table and be saved, and we also keep our groin. We run to Eddie again, and he tries to murk us because I guess we broke his heart. But listen, I didn't want to lose my nuts, okay? And then after some more stuff happened, he kind of offs himself. So we then try to escape. We run to the front door. Then we run to Jeremy yet again, who is nothing but a hating ass nigga. He literally just hates. That's all he does throughout the DLC. He just hates on you. He does not want you to leave. He tries to body you. But then the wall rider, Big Billy, pulls up and we're saved. And he straight up demolishes Jeremy. Good show, Billy. You're literally the top character in this game. But once Waylon finds Miles' car, he then plans his escape with the evidence he has. But we then see Miles walk out the asylum possessed by Billy. So apparently he didn't necessarily die when he got shot up. Billy took possession of his body and just started murking more people, cause why not? But basically everyone, Outlast as a game in itself is terrifying, horrifying, and just upright crazy. Sound design, atmosphere, characters, the way I can't defend myself, whether I'm Miles or I'm Waylon. I honestly don't know who had it worse. Miles got thrown around by Big T-Bone, lost his fingers, and got possessed by Billy. My boy Waylon, he almost became a bride forcefully. But anyways, guys, that's sort of like my breakdown / explanation on how Outlast is by far the scariest game by far. And if you guys have enjoyed this gaming discussion, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys are new to the channel, I do gaming videos, I make gaming discussions, I might do tier lists, I might do reactions depending on how I'm feeling. If you guys do enjoy what you see, for all my new viewers and old ones, please show some support. But anyways, I shall see you guys in the next one. Peace out.